We are discussing Etienne Warrington, aka TIEN, on this episode of Calibishie Chronicle. And whenever that name TIEN comes up, the people from the backstreet area have mixed feelings, because we all remember Mr. Etienne for the good and for the not so good. So Bim Bim, you know how it is. We are boys, but we have to tell the story. So here goes the story of Etienne, TIEN, Warrington, Warro, a little short red-skinned man. And that man used to run fast. Usain Bolt had nothing on Etienne, and I'll explain why. So you see this Savannah area that is coming from Taoye there. Manibs there. Jijin and them, Miss Rees going all the way down. That Savannah was like a major hunting ground for the children of the backstreet community. Backstreet was a community. And I always say backstreet begins to me from Minus, touching Tibbs and them, going all the way back by Jenny and Diddle and them. And it makes the wrong then maybe end up where Warro used to live. To me, Warro was in backstreet. Even McCampbell and them, to me, I saw that as backstreet, you know. And then, well, probably Live Yedu begins from the boundary with Mr. Challenger, Kia Challenger, and them go down, you know, to the river, go down by the school. Then next to my Edo and them. You know, that to me, that is backstreet, but that is Live Yedu. But backstreet and Live Yedu connected because of the back roads. Anyway, long story short. So we had this Savannah that we used to use for the backstreet community where we played cricket. Mainly, because back in those days, cricket was the sport. You're talking about the 80s, you know, when the West Indies was the West Indies. So fellas like, well, I won't call names, but so we used to do all cardboard cricket pads and our little burnt plastic balls, and you know, we used to use our coconut bats for our cricket bats, coconut bow. But the Savannah was also a swampy area, the more external areas of it, which was owned by a number of people. I think Mayonnaise and them had land there, Scott, you know, Diddle and them, and of course, Catherine, Tien's wife, she actually had land there as well. And people used to plant the land, put dashing. There was always dashing, swamp dashing, or dashing, swamp dashing. And Etienne had a nice, lovely cultivation of dashing there. So we also had pigs. And pigs like swamp. So sometimes when you think you have your pig tied, your pig escape and go in the swamp and plow and enjoy itself. Well, whenever your pig was missing, you can already write its obituary, because that pig would not come back alive. Thanks to Brother TIEN, Etienne Warrington. Etienne had a dog named Hunt and Kill. So if Etienne does not get to the pig first, Hunt and Kill will get to it. And when Etienne gets to your pig, which all of us had in the backstreet area, it was part of the deal, where we grow a little pig, we slaughter it during Christmas. When the pig made the mother makes a little one, you know, you do your pig in Lamotier, and the tradition continues. But if your pig escapes and it goes in the Savannah, Etienne runs down your pig, catches it, cuts it neck, shoop, takes the head for himself, and tell you can have the rest of your pig. I remember stories of Etienne killing pigs right next to the boundary by Jijin there, you know, and say, Jijin, me cochon. And he takes the head and he goes. That was what he used to do. Well, I'm not too sure why he did that. Probably he felt that the pig should not be on his property. But Etienne, TIEN, Warrington was very famous for that in terms of hunting his pig. And his little dog, Hunt and Kill, used to be his tag team partner. Also, Jakey, Son, was working with TIEN as well. And Son was a very quick runner, you know. And there's a story about a hole that TIEN had dug as means of catching pigs as well. And I'll tell you what happened to that hole with he and Jakey. But probably we'll have to do that on the next episode of Calibishie Chronicle.